Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Mob Psycho 100, Season 2, Episode 2. Alright.
Back in action.
Ah, it's so good to be here. Ooh. And we started off with a really wholesome
very
first
sweet episode. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a new character in town with Emmy.
Yes.
She
is awesome.
Yeah, we have Mob's powers evolving in a very interesting and I would say natural way, but it ties his powers almost directly to the spirits he's fighting, which is a very interesting prospect about the future.
Yes.
And yeah, other than that, the gang's all here and back together. Looking forward to some more Reagan and Mob antics, and Dimple is trying to kind of pair himself with the whole thing there. Yeah, being himself. So yeah, guys, it's gonna be awesome. Without further ado, let's get into this.
I like it already.
It's reading manga. Hey, nice.
Takoyaki.
Oh. Get ready to set me off, Mob. Get ready to knock it off, Mob. Get ready to set me off, Mob. Get ready. Down, can you feel your satisfaction? Your Mob, can you feel your frustration? Coming down, can you feel your satisfaction? Your Mob, can you feel the reason? If you can't tell, I spent a lot of time in between listening to the OP and watching just this part over and over again. 9.9. Cry my life, cry my soul, cry my heart into the swimming places. Is that your fear? Is that your life? Wait, no, not yet. The moment's right, the moment's high. Your feel, is that your mind? Your massacre, oh, your life is your own. Get ready to set me off, Mob. Get ready, to knock it off, Mob. Get ready to set me off, Mob. Get ready. It's such a good OP. I mean, I missed the counting to 100.
Yeah.
But this one's pretty good too.
How long ago was that?
Times have changed.
比較的新しいものだとお引き情報をネットで調べて追求するんだ。作り話だ。そんなものは実在しない。
Made popularized by movies.
つまり。
探しに生き生きしてますね。
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
This is amazing. Oh my! The Rising Sun Spiritual Union. Wow. Wow, his voice is very like. Whoa.
実ことがあって昔から引きつけたいよく霊不思議なんです今もほら隣に
何も
いますね見えます
おい適当言うな
Nice! I love this!
中年男性の霊ですね。
本題に入ろうか
本物の方です
ホームページは盲点だった
特に最近はとか生活しています。
Good move.
教本でも森上に
おいモブ
Don't need too many of those.
に広まっている都市伝説のせいで
Okay.
海レインコート
Oh my gosh. The dragger is actually.
これらの都市伝説をください
What the?
そんな
この霊言あらたかにお任せください
Yes.
必ずや消し去ってみせましょうどのコースにしましょう
Just Reagan is just. Yeah.
してたら日が暮れる。 一緒に話聞いてたんだからお互い
nice.
レンそう怠ら
仕方ない。
頼んだぜあのデブをそのステルスモードで
Oh,
Ah.
cool.
もしあいつに聞け
Oh, gotcha.
指示した俺のせいになっちまう
Gotcha.
頼むよ
Okay.
クボ事故はない方
Because he at least is studious enough to know where the right trail is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
頼みを聞いてくれよ。
どうしたモブ
この街なんかおかしいですよここに何かがいるかもしれ
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. All right. I got
right.
actual chills there for a
聞
second.
き込み調査してたら
Is this something like the Dash Granny or something?
And Cuticle Park, like, really?
Ew, that is gross.
帰ります
Smart kids. Smart kids.
こらこらやめなさい。地位のある霊能力者だ。ほら。おい、一生投げるんじゃない。狙ってた女の子が。今いた？待てこら。
Oh my gosh.
邪魔すんな。在所
Filthy criminal indeed. Fight! Ah! Oh my god!
I love it.
話してくれよ。こっちは中学で。
Ah! That was amazing.
マジックですね
俺らの人面
Oh.
に誰かいつと金魚を取ろうぜ
They're running their own scam.
ここの家のじいがいるさ
君たち
Oh.
は孫な
Reagan.
後で言ったよこいつ
と叱れる
Oh! Oh, Reagan!
の鈴木太郎に
Nice, nice.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Using it.
偽名使うんですね
Oh.
なに汚れてたのか。
Oh, but he's getting money from him. Wow. This ominous sounding name, yes.
ビフォーアフターの
犬が好きなだけなんじゃ
Yes, that's probably
最初からいたずらだ
it.
って
Ooh.
Ominous shot.
Uh-oh.
どうした？留学時代
Something's behind him. Something's behind him.
スタミナには自信があんだよ。なぜ
Oh, okay. Never mind.
知ってるか？
Huh?
元気ばきよ。この変態が俺を追い詰めたつもりだったか。
Oh, jeez. Oh, crap.
始まりは確かに変わっ
Dang.
Okay.
大物になれた力が湧いてくるような気がするんだ。
Uh-oh.
警察に突き出すな。そんならやってみろね。
Oh, Jesus.
And then Dimple possesses him.
Or no, like an actual bad spirit shows up. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, dang.
Oh, this is cool.
Guess there are no urban
Oh,
legends.
she is real.
Yeah.
見てたのか。
喉乾かない
Ha! Ha ha! Ha!
That is freaky.
Okay.
All right. Oh. Hey. Oh! Oh, what? And it actually works.
Yeah.
まだ体が。
What?
Now Dimple's there too, so.
Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Do not want. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my god. He's.
So he should just be dead.
Oh.
All right. Awesome.
Oh, these transition title card things are amazing. Oh, no, he's dying. He's dying. Okay, okay. Dimple.
Yeah.
Dimple.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
yes, yes.
Awesome.
All right, he has
Oh.
some. He has some. Like
But
just
that,
a little
there could
bit.
be side effects of that, though.
That's true.
Oh!
What?
Now's the time where you just run.
Oh, this is some animation,
It
yo.
really is. Yep.
Yes, utilize the secret technique.
歌わなきゃよかった
But yeah, Reagan gave him his
もし
card.
もしレー行くぞ
Ixo.
お兄さんが出た
Oh, interesting.
That is very curious.
Oh. Oh my god.
Wow.
What? This is creepy and amazing.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh. Oh.
頼むよエクボ
様がこいつを死なせたら
Oh. Okay, okay. Mob showed up.
Yep.
ありがとう。
これがお引きさんか。本物か？写メ撮って証拠にしないと。
Oh, dang.
逃げやが生まれた怪物だ。
Oh. I like that. That's cool. Right. It's
Cool. That's terrifying.
yeah.
お引きさんを知っている我々では除霊できない。
サンタクロースを信じなかった俺でも、雨の日の街角でふと意識した時は、
Oh. I'm getting goosebumps. Oh.
俺たちの脳裏にもまだその頃の恐怖を抱いている者の力は糧でしかない。
This whole environment.
Yeah. So, but then Mob is the perfect person suited for this.
おいモブ、一旦引くだな。
Oh, it's Mob's power. It's Mob's power. She's getting
But he's
exceptionally
not
strong.
afraid of her.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not scared.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. Wow!
出るお化けでしょ。怖くなくはないよ。
Not exactly not scary.
握力もうちょっと怖がったり驚いたふりしろよ。だから話題に入れてもらえないんだよ。
前
Oh.
は人に合わせなくても。
But Reagan's saying that's why no one clues you in.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
でもありがとうよ。貴重な体験ができたぜ。に行こう。
Good, good, okay.
別れだ。
ダッシュババアを調べていく。
Yeah, yeah.
Is that just a granny that dines and dashes, or what?
I don't know. One of these has to be real, though, right? That's the.
Well,
gonna
the
be
grabber
the whole twist.
ちょうどいい時間だ。
I meant like an actual spirit that's
Oh,
not
oh, gotcha.
fueled by the
Sure.
fears and rumors, you know.
Yeah, that's probably what this is.
来た。本当に来たぞ。モブ、除霊だ。
It's a person.
もう一回。
どうした？逃げよう。
来てるぞ。おい。
除霊でき
Why?
ない。
Oh.
強い。
なんだと？どうもこうもね。
Oh my god. Is the joke gonna be that it's actually just a real person?
Right. Probably.
Oh no. Holy crap.
Wait, watch. It's actually a grandma that does physical therapy
right,
and like
yes.
does track running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
普通にランニングしてる。
Yes, exactly. Yes.
お前。
He got actually scared. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And you got beat by Granny. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
ノブにとって初のトラウマ都市伝説になったという。
ついに完成だ。見ろモブ。
Hey. A website.
だこりゃ。うさんくさ。
Yeah, that looks like the most like clickbaity, just
Oh, yeah.
like
And I love
you're
how-
a winner.
I love how it has a hit counter and it's at 2.
Oh my gosh. I just love that like we had a legitimate like huge like spirit thing there with this unique concept of the whole imagination of the masses. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like the Greek gods needing faith to people to believe in them, otherwise they wouldn't have power or whatever.
Right, yeah.
But like in this case it's like social media and stuff created that, but Mob's like, yeah, I don't go on social media or anything like that, so I don't
Yeah.
care really, you know.
Yeah. And then the Dash Granny just being
It's
an
just
actual
terrifying.
granny. Yeah. And she's been doing this for 20 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing. All right, that was a really funny.
It was a really fun episode. And there was some animation this
There was some
episode.
animation.
Holy crap.
They really went all out on the Dragger Dimple fight.
Yeah,
like,
that was
like,
awesome.
That was really cool.
Oh,
and
man.
I love the transition title cards. Also, they have that like
Oh, yeah.
really unique animation style. I think they did it earlier in the first episode. There's a part where like Mob's face is all like granular and stuff. It's really cool. But we had an actual like urban legends like okay, we're gonna set up a mini arc of sorts,
Right.
where they're
They
gonna
just all go in the
tackle
one episode.
I think that it could be resolved all in one episode, but I actually think it's going to continue with them tackling urban legends before they end up encountering something like that's, you know, a legitimate, like, big main plot issue.
Okay, sure.
Because
I can see that.
if you think about the first season, it was a bunch of, like, one-off spirit encounters and stuff before they ended up dealing with
Dimple.
Well,
and then
Dimple, but then the other school where
right. Yes.
Hair-kun was
Hanazawa.
Thank you, Hanazawa. Yeah, with his ridiculous psychic powers and stuff, and that delved into the whole character development side of things for Mob.
Right.
But with this season, it seems like they're focusing again back on the exorcisms and the going around and, you know, scamming people. You know,
and I think that's good because it was like the first episode was focusing on Mob and the school and all that stuff. And then this episode focused on the, you know, Reagan and
mob dynamic
and all that stuff. So now that they've gotten basically both of those fronts taken care of, now they can start introducing the plot of the season.
Yeah, and I think they'll do that, but I'm still thinking they're going to go a little bit more into
like one more episode,
a little bit more into the urban legends type format.
Okay.
If they want to maybe tease the next thing in the next episode, I think that would work. But this whole thing of the Dragger being some creation of the imagination of the masses, fear and rumors based around the widespread circulation through social media and stuff. What I think is interesting here is it feels like more and more the show is trying to actually subtly introduce the concept of what makes the spirits in the world building, and they're trying to do it, I think, stealthily. Right. So in the previous episode, we had this animated
scarecrow
thing that was actually from like a burial ground skull thing. That was probably some long dead whatever person. And they're haunting this area, but they were manipulating the environment through their, you know, powers. But essentially what you could equate that to is the spirit uses the same psychic energy or whatever that Mob used to then do the same thing, but just in a stronger magnitude.
Yeah, a form of possession of inanimate objects.
Yes, which bridges the gap between what psychics are doing and what these spirits are doing a lot. Then you have the imagination thought energy of the masses creating one, which if you think about what imagination thought energy is, that's psychic energy.
Right, which is basically saying we had an instance where the psychic powers combined.
The collective energy of the masses, their own psychic energy all coalesced something into being.
Yep, which is pretty terrifying.
Which is interesting, too, because what if that means that all of this is tying back to Mob's emotional emotional energy, because the whole arc of his character has always been about him growing up as a person, but also I would say learning how to handle emotions, which is a huge part of becoming a whole person, and because of
coming of age and all that,
and because of who he is, he's one that has always struggled with understanding his emotions, expressing his emotions, and then in season 1, especially with emotional suppression due to the fact that when he was younger, he let his emotions out in a dramatic way and hurt some people. And we didn't have a Mob progression, percentage increase this episode, which I thought was kind of cool. Like everyone else, if they had a percentage, theirs were
I might have expected there to be something where Mob was freaking out about the Dash Granny.
Dash Granny!
and that ups the percentage, but nope. I love that they introduced the idea though of him being like depressed because he was like, I've been running every day. I got beaten by a granny.
I mean, to be fair, the human body is an incredible thing.
Oh yeah.
And if you dedicate 20 years of your life to anything,
you're gonna be pretty
good at that. You might not be the best.
Because a granny being that fast, even with 20 years at that age, I don't know. But crazy things happen.
Yeah, and I've seen I've seen, reality is stranger than fiction in a lot of ways. I've seen old people go on marathons or longer than marathons, essentially. And it's like, how did you not drop dead from a heart attack from that? Right. It's like, oh, I've been doing this for, 12 years or so. And it's like,
Yep.
What?
It's crazy. Yeah.
But I love the hyper stylized terror of this granny like charging after,
tearing along,
and you're just like, oh no! This seemingly endless tunnel that like restricts you from only being able to run away from her. It's amazing.
And I gotta say, they did a really good job this episode with the direction and the presentation as far as making it creepy. Because especially with the kind of show that it is, with Mob having all his powers and everything, it's very easy for the audience to never be there to never be a sense of tension or conflict unless they're talking about the interpersonal stuff, right?
Yep.
Which is really good. But here, they did the whole thing of Mob not being there for when Dimple had to fight the Dragger. But
exactly.
But it wasn't just the fact that Dimple had to fight the Dragger and Mob wasn't there, right? It was the fact that like the way they did the shots and everything with the trees, like that shot with the trees was great, and the music and everything was fantastic, and also the fact that Dimple. The consequences if Dimple lost would not be Dimple dying, but it would be the dude dying.
Yeah, and he's an innocent bystander, fellow con man. It's like we don't really care about him as much yet, but we see because I think it's actually this is the reason why that that pervert scene with the raincoat in the playground was important, was because up until this point we were thinking, oh. Yeah, he's just someone that's antagonistic towards Reagan. Sure. But when we see that, no, he actually has a good moral center to him because he's like, hey, you're one of the people that's been terrorizing this area.
Yeah,
I'm going to make a citizen's arrest and stuff. And we're like, oh, yeah, all right, he's being a good guy. And he actually, like, chased this, track athlete, or ex-track athlete, despite his, weight problem, and made it all the way out there. And then he gets, ambushed to potentially, like that. We're like, oh, we now empathize with you a little bit.
Well, but also, it wasn't just that, because that would have made it so that we cared about him so that we don't want him to die. But the thing is, with the story and how it's set up, he could die because he was introduced this episode.
Yes.
And that was something that it was additional to make the conflict feel real. Because, one, we care about him, so it will be bad if he does die. But importantly, he can die.
Yes.
Mob, like, we're thinking, okay, Mob's going to come save them and all that stuff, but he didn't have to.
That's true.
They could have had it go
awry,
yeah.
Maybe
even sourdough, but,
yeah. The design of the Dragger, that was awesome. Really good.
Yep.
And to be fair, it was a hodgepodge of a bunch of, I would say, there's the whole, thing of the the specific look from those horror movies and stuff. But there was all the other aspects with the dolls, the morphing arm.
The dolls was good.
There was the rotten flesh and stuff.
Yep.
The eyes.
And just
the
how
sounds.
fast everything was.
Yeah. It was pretty creepy.
Yep.
Now, just like for me, like I wasn't ever really like scared actually at all in the episode in terms of like. Actually unsettling like me as a person, but I was more scared for the character, going into this. I keep forgetting what the guy's name was, the new guy there, but hey, he's fine for now. But the part that did actually give me like really, really like legit like goosebumps was when Reagan is talking about walking home from school and looking down dark alleyways.
Yep.
That I will say, like I've had moments. I'm not a superstitious person, like in the slightest, I would say. But when I've been in environments where the light plays like tricks on you and stuff.
Oh, sure.
You see things that aren't there.
Yep.
And it's weird. And it freaks you out. And it definitely is fear playing tricks on you. But I've had moments where I can't actually explain exactly what it was because it was probably a real person. And that's something that I find to be almost more terrifying because it's usually a real person that's, like causing it's a dog with a mask drawn in its face that's causing these rumors or something like that. But I once had a time where I went down into the basement of my folks' house and went past the laundry room going down the hall. And in the laundry room, there's this window right there. And when I walked past the hallway, it's the laundry room to my left, because I'm going to get like a DVD or something like that. To my left, the window is there, and there's a person right at the base of the window, like inside the house, and they see apparently me walking through there, and all I see is the silhouette, and they're like frozen stiff as like don't be noticed. And the act of that, just seeing the silhouette, was enough to like completely override all rational cognitive thought as like a I don't know, as an adult. Like I was probably like 18 or 19 years old or something like that. And it was just like like instantly ran upstairs, and I said, "Is anyone not here?
That.
Like, is everyone upstairs? Is everyone upstairs?" And they're all like, yeah, we're all upstairs. I'm like, there's someone downstairs. Like, there is someone downstairs. And everyone's like, haha, that's funny, Caleb. I'm like, no, there's actually someone downstairs. I went down with someone, and I was terrified, shaking, like absolutely shaking. It was probably a person, but the point is that the moment of them being a potential threat to me was gone because, I had gone upstairs, you know? But when we came back down there, the window to the laundry room was open, and that was a moment where we went and locked the doors and the actual window and stuff right there, and it was.
And then of course there's some more common stories of just when you are downstairs and you're gonna go back upstairs, out of the basement, and you like turn off the light to the basement before you go up, but then you run up the stairs.
Yes. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. It's like an evolutionary biology thing of us just being like, nope, we don't exit dark areas without moving quickly.
Exactly.
Because
it's turning your back to the darkness.
Yes.
And
we don't do that. Nope. Oh yeah. Yeah, like see every Stephen King novel, ever, where it's, the smells of the basement, the sounds of the basement, with the little...
There was a point where we were on a road trip, and we made a pit stop, and it was nighttime, and everyone else got out of the car, but I stayed in the car because I was like, no, I don't really want to get out of the car. But then everyone was taking a long time, so I wanted to get out. But then I noticed there was this truck, parked opposite us in the parking lot, and I would have to walk past it to get to where everyone else was at. And I looked in the driver's seat, and there was the monster of my nightmares. Like literally, I had nightmares, and there I was seeing it personified there, and it absolutely scared the shit out of me. And I just would not. I was like, nope, I'll just wait here for 2 hours or however long it needs to be for everyone to come back, because I am not leaving this car. And eventually I did, and as I got closer, it was one of the weirdest things where basically there was something about the person that looked similar, so my mind just changed it and basically completed it. And then as I got closer, I realized, oh no, that's just like some dude, sleeping, But I was convinced that it was like the monster from my nightmares.
Wow.
But
It's so weird.
Human mind plays tricks on you.
Yeah, Yeah, mine is weird, especially with fear involved. So I love that they're dealing with that in this story from the standpoint of, the mass collective mental thought, potentially psychic energy, ends up actually creating something or sustaining something beyond what it actually should have been. And they went so far as to say, we can't actually classify this as real or fake because... it's not being sustained by its own place in reality. The imagination of the masses is giving it a hold in reality. Which, like that, there's some actual, not psychic weird, weird stuff that you can take some some philosophical things from that.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
not things that are, real, but, like, things that would be principle.
Right, talking about how public perception can change things and create things that aren't necessarily there, or, all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to talk about. But, nice
little social commentary there.
Yeah. Reagan, though, MVP this episode.
I mean, yeah.
He cleaned the dog for the old guy, and he was like, hey, like, if you ever draw face on this dog again, I'm gonna be.
But he still uses the fake name. I love that he did that.
Yes,
he bops them all on the head, and then he tells them a fake name.
We're gonna tell the Parent Teacher Association on you, which I think is what PTA stands for.
I think so.
Yeah. And he's like, but you're still gonna use a fake name, so that they're gonna be chasing after this other person that doesn't exist. I love that Reagan. He exercises certain levels of intelligence that betray his critical thinking skills, I would say, to Mob specifically. But then he also does these sweet little things for the old guy with the dog. And I was thinking, oh, he's just gonna get money from the guy. No, he didn't. No, I don't think he did. He might have, and I might have misinterpreted that he was actually like helping him out with something.
But he also got money from the lady. So
that's true. Yeah. So
and he doesn't charge thousands of dollars like the other guy does.
He charged
$200.
Yeah,
which is still
200,000 or 500,000 yen was what the other guy did.
Yeah.
So he was that's $2,000 or $5,000.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess that's how we can afford those really fancy spirit beads things, which they looked a little funny, but that guy had actual latent psychic energy.
Yeah, because when he first threw the thing, I don't think that was supposed to be Dimple.
It wasn't him. It wasn't Dimple. Yeah. It was him.
Yeah. And which I guess makes sense because he was able to see the spirit thing at the beginning, anyways.
Oh,
the one
that's a good point.
That Reagan was like, "Oh yeah, no, this guy's a total fake." That part was great.
Right,
Reagan trying to throw him under the bus.
That's a good point. We don't know how much he can see, in terms of like levels of seeing, because Reagan could see the dragger. The phone thing couldn't see that.
Right, and I think that's just because it was something
like overtly powerful.
Sure.
Maybe also because they believed in it. They believed in its existence, that they end up were able to perceive it.
So it's like the reverse of the rail tracer.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But this was
a
fun episode. It kind of closed itself off, but I hope it doesn't. I want to see them go on an antic thing of solving urban legends that leads them to a real thing that's like way bigger and way more potential of a bigger plot sort of tie-in. And then if that ends up happening, we can then move towards the structure of what they did in season 1, where episode 3 brings in the character stuff and combines it with the psychic stuff.
Yeah.
And that could be pretty interesting. So episode 2, guys, it's really fun. If you want to see the full-length version of this reaction, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. So any level of support there gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories, Mob Psycho episodes as they come out, or just whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.